Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. I've got Christine, GHP dietitian, here with us, and we're going to work through some of the most popular protein powders and discuss with you guys what GHP standards are for holding a protein powder accountable, what's good and what's not, and what would be some helpful tips for you guys to choose the best products on the market for you. A couple things to go over first. I know that the idea of some of these bad diet protein powders were addressed on our Facebook page, so we wanted to just kind of give a shout out to that. Thanks, Jennifer, for recommending to talk to us about it. So that was awesome. I guess I'll let Christine share kind of what our standpoint is on some of those, and then of course you guys can learn, or you can use what you learned today to evaluate those powders.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is look at the ingredients label listed on any package. So when you're kind of looking at like a big tub, you probably can't see it that well. Let me turn it around. So you've got the major tub here, and then you've got the nutrition facts, usually in this section, and somewhere either to this side or underneath, you'll have the ingredients listed out. So what we're going to do is look at the first three ingredients listed on any label to determine if a product is going to be good in the sense of, because people ask me, well, how do you know what's good and what's not good? Okay, I'm going to go to basics. So the basics is a protein. Think of a protein as like a bunch of grapes. Each bunch has these little grapes that make up the big bunch. In order for your body to absorb the whole protein, every single little grape needs to be accounted for in the bunch. Think of that bunch as like a whey protein isolate. That means every single little grape is there within the bunch, so your body then can absorb everything within what's listed on the label. If you have certain ones like collagen or hydrolyzed collagen or like concentrates, what can happen is you've got this bunch, but you've got little grapes missing from the bunch, so your body can't absorb fully everything that's listed on the label. There is some concentrates, because I know a lot of you have heard stay away from the concentrates, drink the isolates, those are the best ones. So there is some difference between the concentrates. However, you would not be able to figure that out by yourself. So what we do as just a blanket statement is just stay away from anything that has whey protein concentrate in it. The main focus when you're looking then at any label is you're going to look at the first three ingredients listed on the label. You want to see the words whey protein isolate. You do not want to see anything with a concentrate. So whey protein concentrate, isolate would not be good. Whey protein concentrate blend would not be good. So you want to look for straight whey protein isolate listed within the first three ingredients, and you do not want to see the word concentrate. A way to remember is just remember, I want this. Isolate starts with an I. So I want this, isolate, that's the one I want. Another really good one would be any soy. So soy is one where whether it's an isolate or a concentrate, both sides are absorbable protein. It's plant-based, so your body can pretty much absorb anything that is soy-based, either isolate or concentrate. Rice, pea, and like egg protein powders aren't as absorbable as what a soy or a whey-based one would be. However, there are people that can't do whey, and there's people that can't do soy. So what are the alternatives for this population? You know, my vegans, vegetarians, people that have allergies, then you're limited a little bit. So in that instance, I usually just tell people, you know what, just go with what you can tolerate. Something is better than nothing. Yes, you know, just obviously if it says 30 grams, count it as 30 grams, but know that it's probably not 100% full absorption within the egg, pea, or rice protein worlds. So anything that is collagen based. So if you see something that is like a long tube or it's got like a little shooter, and it says 42 grams of protein in this one bullet or shooter, if it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. You don't want to do things like that. The collagen only has like a 30% absorption rate. So if it says, say, 100 grams on the label, since it's only a 30% absorption, you would only be absorbing around 30 grams of the 100 that's listed on the label. Yes, that is legal. So a lot of people are like, how can people get away with that? This is not an FDA regulated industry. What they're saying on the label is true. It does have that amount of protein in it. However, what they're not telling you is it's not 100% absorbable protein. That's where the issue lies. Is it absorbable or is it non-absorbable types of protein? So shall we go through a few of these that people have asked? A huge one is the GenePro. So a lot of people have been using this one. It states that you can, for 1 tablespoon, you will receive 30 grams of protein. Well, at my first look at this, since I know that there is 4 calories per gram in protein, and it's 30 grams, it's saying that there's only 98 calories, which it should be 120 calories. So right there, there's a disconnect for me right there. It's not, the label is not adding up to what I know is the truth as far as how many calories per gram does protein have. It's 4 calories per gram. This is saying it has 30 grams in the tablespoon, but only for 98 calories. It should be for 120. So not sure what's up with that. The second thing is then I look at what it is listed on the label. And it says, let's see, peptide whey, hydrolyzed whey. The hydrolyzed is what's going to get you. So anything that is like a protein blend, down below it says protein blend, hydrolyzed whey, genetic protein. In this particular instance, unless I could get my hands on the exact profile, meaning that there's some labels that have all the information regarding, remember I was telling you about the big bunch, all the little grapes. If I can get a label that gives me the information on how much is present within the little grapes, I can actually determine if something is absorbable or not absorbable. So a lot of people have asked me, well, how do you even know this? The reason I know this is that if I can get my hands on it, I can actually throw it through a calculator that I have, and that I can figure out how much does your body actually absorb. So this loveliness, the Premier, which so many people ask me about and buy from Costco and Sam's, and it's all over the market. It's cheap for a reason, guys. So in the Premier shakes, it is, first 3 ingredients are water and then protein blend, which means it has milk protein concentrate, calcium caseinate, whey protein concentrate. That is not a good one. I actually did get my hands on the layout and threw it in my calculator. And what I've found is that you only absorb 12 of the 30 grams of protein in this particular product. So Premier is cheap for a reason. You don't want to use these types of products, the Premier protein. Now, on the flip side of that, by the way, Costco does carry this now. Costco did have this. A lot of people were buying it from Costco and Sam's. I know for sure Costco has this one. Not sure about Sam's. But the Muscle Milk Light, 100 calories. We'll look at the ingredients. This one says milk protein isolate as the second ingredient. Water is the first ingredient. This one actually would be a good one. It is 100% absorbable. What it says as far as protein on the label, you would absorb all of the protein that is listed on the label. So that would be a good one.
And remember that is the light one, so it's only 100 calories, so that's important to remember as well.
Correct. This particular brand, EAS, 100% whey. So we're looking at first three ingredients: water, whey protein, concentrate. So right there, second ingredient is a whey protein concentrate. This is one that I would not use, the EAS. This one is a brand new one I have seen. Maybe some of you have seen it before. This one is a carb control. So it is by Abbott. It's called Advent Edge. First three ingredients, this is a soy or a pea protein based one. So for those of you who can't really tolerate the whey products, this one actually would be, and I found this at Meijer yesterday. So this one actually would be one that would be preferable.
You'll notice that one is an isolate too.
Yes.
So this is a protein isolate. Look for those words.
Yep. Oh, another thing that you want to look at is what I call the 10% rule. So when you're looking at the calories, basically you're just taking 10% of the calories. Easy way to figure out 10% is you just take off the last number. So it would be, you take off the 0, that would leave you with 10. That means that shake should have at least 10 or more grams of protein to be considered a high protein product. This one would be a good one. This one has 17. So that one would be a preferable. This is another one that I have found that is plant powder based, ready to drink on the market. That was over at Meijer also, I found. This one is water and then pea protein. So this one also would be a good product to use for those of you who would like to do more of a non-soy, non-whey based product. This one would be recommended. The pure protein, a lot of people ask me about these. So again, if we're looking at the first three ingredients, it says protein blend, calcium caseinate, milk protein concentrate, whey protein concentrate. That means this particular, because it's got concentrate in it, would not be recommended. The pure protein shakes, these are all ready to drinks.
So then again, those concentrates don't have that absorption rate as the isolates, so that's why we're not recommending.
Correct. They do have powder formats that are available, so I found this also. This is a big jug of powder over in the, well, it's right by the ready to drinks. It's over to the other side, at least at Meijer. So this one was a big jug of the muscle milk. The first three ingredients are milk, whey protein isolate, and then non-dairy creamer. So this one actually would be an okay powder one, would be the muscle milk. The protein one, this is a brand new one by Body Logic. Oh, some people have asked me about this one, Body Logic. First three ingredients, protein blend. It's a whey protein concentrates, whey protein isolate. So this one would not be recommended. Not be recommended because it has concentrate in the first three ingredients. Designer Whey. This is also a powder. So again, we're going to look at first three ingredients listed. Designer Whey full spectrum peptides. It is made out of whey protein concentrate. Not recommended. The Special K protein. This is a ready to drink also. So the reason I included this one in here, let me see if that was, yep. So the reason I included this one in here in particular is if I'm looking at the first three ingredients, it is okay. But if I look at that 10% rule that I was talking about, and you're looking at the calorie protein ratio, remember what I said, you take the calories, which is 190 per one bottle, you take off the 0, so that's 19. That means this item should be 19 grams of protein or more per bottle. This one only has 15. So could you do this? Yes. Is it absorbable? Yes. But is it the best choice? Probably not. And just because it doesn't meet that 10% rule. There are better choices out there for your calorie. I mean, for me, if I was spending 190 calories, I'd want to get at least the 19 to 20 grams of protein in it. Atkins, Yep, Atkins and Slim Fast. These two, I do believe are pretty good. You have to be careful with the Slim Fast. Some are, the calories are okay. It's right over here. Yep, so here we go. So this goes, oops, sorry, you can't see that. So the Slim Fast, let's put this the right way. So Slim Fast is here to here. Slim Fast label here. Slim Fast looks like this here. So if I'm looking at the label for the Slim Fast, it's 190 calories for 10 grams of protein. Again, you'd want it to be about 19 grams of protein. This one right here, I actually found at Costco, and this one fooled me. So I looked at the label, and it said 100% whey protein, isolate, and what got me is right underneath there, and you can't see it, it says primary source. So that intrigued me to look further, because at the get-go, I'm like, oh, that's a good one. But then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Wait, it says primary source, so what is actually in it? And it is a protein blend. It says whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate. So even though it appears to be whey isolate, you're going to have to still go to the ingredients and look at it, because they're trying to fool you. They're trying to sell their product. This is a one that is made of brown rice, so it is an organic protein. I'm sure a lot of people have seen this. I've seen this all over the place. It is a brown rice protein powder, pea protein, hemp protein, all kind of mixed in. For a lot of my vegans, this would be a good choice. So it's pretty clean as far as protein powders go. And this is the last one that I found at Costco. Another one, you know, if you're looking at like the first 3 ingredients listed here, concentrate is the first ingredient listed. So this is one that I would not recommend either. So again, what you want to do is look at whatever the bottle or the container is, the first 3 ingredients listed on the label. You are looking for a whey protein isolate. You do not want to use a whey protein concentrate or whey protein isolate concentrate blend. You can use any type of soy protein powders, whether it would be isolate or concentrate, and you can use any of the specialty like the brown rice, the pea, the egg protein powders would be okay too. A question came up yesterday, or maybe this morning, regarding artificial sweeteners. Not everyone can tolerate, you know, artificial sweeteners. Do they have products out there that that you can use if you can't do like aspartame or sucralose or stevia or whatever? The answer is yes. We do carry the Nectar Natural line here. The way you know it is a good one, oops, sorry, is right underneath there. You'll see the word natural. And if you read the ingredients, you obviously see also that it's not made of any of the sugar substitutes. This is one that I actually have done. I really like the flavor of it. To me, it tastes like a vanilla Tootsie Roll. So it is it's really good. It's made out of, I believe, stevia last time I looked. Yep, stevia and monk fruit concentrate. So we sell them here. It is available in vanilla, fruit punch, and orange in the natural line for Nectar. And then we just brought on one that is gluten-free, dairy-free, no artificial sweeteners, vegetarian, vegan, non-GMO. It is clean. It's called Planted by Undri. It is a chocolate flavor. That is the only one that they make right now by Undri, but I have tried it and I absolutely love it. I think flavor-wise it's good. It is on the thicker side, so some of you who don't really like the thickness, you would have to thin it out a little bit more by adding more whatever you're mixing it with. So you could add it, you know, the Fairlife milk, or you could do soy milk, or you could mix it with water, whatever is your preference. But it does only come in chocolate at this time. They do have an unflavored Planted. We don't carry it here, but on Undri's website, I'm sure you could order it directly from there too. But we only, at this time, carry the chocolate.
So a couple of you have mentioned, you know, what about Core Power? I do, you know, want to reiterate, if anything that we carry in the GHP store has passed those standards that Christine just reviewed. When we take on new products, when we test new products, they are reviewed in depth, they're tasted.
Yes.
And so all of the protein powders, the nectar, the Undri, and the core power, powerful yogurt, all of those things are great high protein foods that meet those protein powder standards. So
yes, correct. Everything listed in our store, because you will see some concentrate sold in our store. All of those have been tested. We've trialed them. We've tasted them. We know we've done them through the calculator. We know that they're full absorbers. So anything that is sold in the GHP store, you know, is 100% full absorption there.
Mm-hmm. So, and then a little bit full circle back around to some of those things on the market that you can't just get in retail. A lot of those prep sales things, just evaluate based off those standards that Christine just gave you. Some of those products, no, they're not going to harm you, but are there better out there, better absorption, better things that might work with your body, with the tool that you have, bariatric surgery? Yes, there probably is. No, it's not going to hurt you, okay, you guys? It's great that you're filling your bodies with vitamins or with protein. So kudos for finding something that works. Any other questions while we're here? Okay, Laura says she can't hear me, so I'm hoping that's fixed when we when we repost this. And remember, I will repost it on the Ask the Expert page. So hopefully that fixes everything.
Let's see. Jamie asked, what unflavored have absolutely no taste? Well, none of them. They all have some taste. Typically, what I recommend, Jamie, is just to use 1 tablespoon at a time. Don't try to do a full scoop. If you try to do a full scoop, it is a no-go. So if you have the unflavored Undri at home, 1 tablespoon is equal to 4 grams of protein. So I would just add 1 tablespoon at a time, mix it in, and go that way. To figure that out, how I figured that out is I just took 1 scoop and then I measured out how many tablespoons was in the scoop. So if you're using a different type of unflavored and you want to know how much is in 1 tablespoon, take their scoop, figure out how many tablespoons are within that scoop, and then just divide accordingly. So that'll tell you how much protein per tablespoon of unflavored protein powders that are not the Undri brand.
Julie, we did address the Gene Pro at the beginning, so just I guess refer back to that. And hopefully these hearing issues get worked out when we post it. Maybe you just got to crank the volume up. Sorry about that, guys.
Yep. Oh, Katie had a good recommendation. What we've recommended in the past is to take the unflavored and put it in a small shaker bottle. You can even go to the dollar store and get a herb spice container. Either put that in a baggie or throw it out, and then fill it up each day with the unflavored protein powder, and then just sprinkle it on your food all throughout the day. So if you get through that 1 scoop, by the end of the day, then you've gotten in your 20 grams of protein in the scoop. So that's another way to kind of hide it, the protein flavor.
Yeah, feel free to post any other suggestions you guys have found out that works for you, because I think it's definitely a good resource here at the GHP Ask the Expert group. So other people who are coming into our office, check it out, or who are about to have surgery, check it out, and they'll learn some good tricks from you guys. So keep posting that. We like to see that. All right, I think that's all we have for today, guys. I'll follow back up with you if there's anything else that gets posted after the fact. I'll refer back to Christine or the dietitians here, and we will just talk via Facebook then. Thanks for tuning in, guys.